Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the new moon in Leo, which happens on August 12th, 2026 at 17:36 UTC. And just 11 minutes later at 17:47, we also have a solar eclipse in Leo. So this is not an ordinary new moon, but this is a powerful solar eclipse new moon, and it happens what many astrologers call the eclipse corridor or eclipse season, a highly sensitive and transformative period when life can move quickly, reveal hidden truths, close one chapter and open another. Leo energy is connected with the heart, confidence, creativity, romance, joy, your self-expression, children as well, leadership, purpose, and visibility. So this solar eclipse may open a new chapter connected with your identity, your confidence, your creative path, your love life, your personal brand, for example, your relationship with joy, and the way you allow yourself to be seen. A new moon is always a beginning, but a new moon in Leo is not just any beginning. It is a heart-led beginning. And when that new moon is also a solar eclipse, the beginning may feel fated, intense, unexpected, or deeply life-changing. Something may begin because your heart is no longer willing to stay hidden, because you are ready to stop shrinking, because you are ready to express yourself more fully, because you are ready to follow the path that feels alive, joyful, and true. So, in this video, we will talk about what a new moon means in general, what Leo energy means, what a solar eclipse means, what the new moon and solar eclipse in Leo bring collectively, how the eclipse corridor may influence us, what to do and what not to do during this period. What this eclipse may bring to each zodiac sign, which house of your horoscope is activated, and at the end I will share a beautiful ritual and affirmation you can use to work with this energy. Please watch for your sun sign, moon sign, and especially your rising sign, because the rising sign usually shows the house placement most accurately. So let's begin. And before we go deeper into the forecast, let me quickly introduce myself if you are new here. My name is Astra. I'm an astrologer and numerologist, and on this channel I share astrology forecasts, planetary updates, zodiac predictions, and guidance for important cosmic events. And if you want to receive not just general forecasts for your sun, moon, or rising sign, but personal, daily predictions based on your individual date of birth, you can order them on my website, astracodepro.com. Also, your 2026 personal energy calculation is available absolutely free. All links will be in the description below this video. And now let's return to the new moon in Leo. A new moon happens when the sun and the moon meet in the same zodiac sign. Energetically, this is the beginning of a new lunar cycle. As the sky becomes dark, the moon is not visible, and symbolically, this is a moment when something is being planted. It may not be fully visible yet. It may not bring immediate results on the same day, but it creates a seed. A new moon is the time to begin, to set intentions, to choose a direction, to make a wish, to open a new chapter, and to plant something that may grow over the next weeks and even months. Usually, the strongest influence of a new moon can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after the exact date. So, for this new moon, the most sensitive period is approximately from August 9th to August 15th. 2026. But because there's also a solar eclipse, the energy can be much stronger, more faded, and more unpredictable. The effects of an eclipse may last much longer than a normal new moon. Sometimes the events begin immediately, sometimes they unfold over the next weeks, months, or even longer. So, if something begins around August 12th, pay attention. It may look like small at first, it may feel emotional, it may begin quietly inside your heart, but later it may become a very important part of your life. Leo is a fire sign ruled by the sun. The sun represents vitality, identity, confidence, creativity, life force, purpose, and self-expression. Leo is bold, warm, creative, proud, generous, loyal, playful, heart-centered, dramatic in the best way, and deeply connected with authenticity. Leo energy asks one important question: are you living from your heart? Leo is not only about attention, it is about true radiance. It is about the courage to be yourself without apology. So when we have a new moon in Leo, life may bring a new beginning through creativity, romance, visibility, leadership, performance, children, confidence, your personal expression and joy. This may be the moment when you start a creative project, share your work more publicly, change your style, for example, open your heart to love, reconnect with play, or decide that your light deserves to be seen. This new moon can bring a lot of inspiration, but it can also bring vulnerability. Leo wants to shine, but sometimes Leo also fears rejection, embarrassment, criticism, or not being good enough. So, around this new moon, people may be more expressive, more passionate, more dramatic, more romantic, and more aware of how they are seen by others. The shadow side of Leo can be pride, ego wounds, overperformance, attention seeking, or needing validation. So, during this new moon, we need to be honest with ourselves. Not every performance is authenticity. Not every applause is love. Not every spotlight is right for us. And not every desire for attention is vanity. Sometimes it's simply the soul asking to be acknowledged. This new moon asks us to connect with the heart, not the ego, to express ourselves with courage, to lead with warmth, to create with joy, to love without any fear, and to allow the real self to come forward. A solar eclipse happens when the moon moves in front of the sun. Symbolically, this is a powerful reset. Solar eclipses often mark beginnings that feel destined, sudden, or impossible to ignore. They can reveal what was hidden. They can shift your path. They can bring endings and beginnings at the same time. A solar eclipse is not just a regular new moon, it's a high voltage new moon. It can feel like the universe is pressing the reset button. Sometimes it brings a new opportunity, sometimes it removes something that no longer fits. Sometimes it redirects us toward a path we were meant to take all alone. Because this eclipse is in Leo, the changes may involve. So it can be about your confidence, identity, visibility, creativity, your children, leadership, self-worth. What else? It can be about passion, personal truth, and the courage to be fully yourself. This eclipse may also expose where you have been dimming your light, hiding your gifts, or trying to be acceptable instead of authentic. When we say that this solar eclipse opened the eclipse corridor, we mean that we are entering a highly charged period of transformation. The eclipse corridor is the space between two eclipses, a time when life may feel more intense, more fated, more emotional, and more unstable than usual. During eclipse season, things can change very quickly. People may behave unexpectedly. Hidden information may come out, or, for example, old patterns may end. New paths may appear, and your life may be pushed in a new direction. This is not always a comfortable period, but it is often a deeply important one. The best way to move through eclipse season is not through control, but through awareness. Observe, reflect, stay flexible, listen carefully, and do not force. Collectively, this eclipse may open a new cycle connected with creativity, entertainment, performance, leadership, visibility, influences, and public image, children and youth, romance and dating, confidence and self-esteem. What else? Art and self-expression, of course, recognition and fame, heart-centered purpose. We may see events connected with leaders, celebrities, creators, artists, performers, teachers, and children as well, and anyone whose role requires visibility and courage. This eclipse can also highlight themes of authenticity. People may start asking, who am I really? What do I want to create? What do I want to be known for? Am I living for my heart or for approval? And for example, where am I ready to shine more honestly? Because Leo is ruled by the sun, this eclipse may also bring a collective focus on self-worth, personal power, and the need to live in a way that feels aligned with the soul. But this is a powerful time to work with intentions, but with awareness. A solar eclipse is not the best time for forcing outcomes. It is a time for conscious alignment. You may use this eclipse for example, inner reflection, spiritual reset, creative visioning, heart-centered intention setting, letting go of fear around visibility, also reconnected with joy, listening to what your soul truly wants, or allowing destiny to rearrange things. But keep in mind, eclipse energy can be unpredictable, so the best intentions are not controlling intentions. The best intentions are open, truthful, and soul-led. For example, I'm ready to express myself more truthfully. I welcome the right kind of visibility. I allow my heart to guide my next chapter. I release fear of being seen. I choose joy, creativity, and authenticity. And here's what I recommend doing during this new moon solar eclipse in Leo. Do reflect before acting. Journal your feelings and insights. Do stay open to change. Simplify your schedule, if possible, of course. Rest if you feel emotionally or physically drained. Do pay attention to signs, your dreams, and synchronicities. Do revisit what truly brings you joy. Connect with your heart and creativity. Be honest with yourself about where you have been hiding, and do allow new opportunities to unfold naturally. This is a beautiful time to reconnect with your inner child, your creative spirit, and your right to shine. And here is what I would be careful about. So, do not force any outcomes. Do not make impulsive decisions only from emotions. Do not ignore exhaustion or overwhelm. Do not seek validation at any cost. Do not dramatize every feeling. Do not cling too tightly to plans that may need to change. Do not make major promises without reflection if you can avoid it. Do not act from pride, fear, or ego wounds. And do not ignore your intuition just because it is inconvenient. Eclipse energy is often wise, but it is not always simple. So, during this time, less force and more awareness is the best approach. Now, let's talk about what this new moon and solar eclipse in Leo may bring for each zodiac sign. Please listen for your sun, moon, and rising sign, but especially your rising sign if you know it. Aries, this eclipse activates your fifth house. So around August 12th, a new chapter may begin in love, creativity, joy, romance, children, or self-expression. You may start a creative project, fall in love, for example, become more visible, or make an important decision connected with your happiness. But this eclipse may also help you remember that life is not only about survival, it is also about play, passion, and expression. Aries, you are being asked to open your heart and let yourself shine more boldly. And affirmation for you, my dear Aries. I allow joy, creativity, love, and authentic self-expression to lead my path. Taurus, this eclipse activates your fourth house, so a new chapter may begin at home or within your family life. You may move, renovate something, have an important family conversation, or make a decision about your living situation. This eclipse may also bring emotional shifts connected with your past, for example, your roots and your inner foundation. Taurus, you may be redefining what home truly means for you. And affirmation for you, my beautiful Taurus. I create a home and inner foundation that feels safe, warm, and aligned with my heart. Gemini, this eclipse activates your third house. So, a new conversation, message, idea, or learning path may begin. You may speak more boldly. You may start writing, teaching, creating content, for example, or sharing your voice in a more visible way. This eclipse may also bring important news from your siblings, your neighbors, or close connections. Gemini, your words matter now. Your voice is ready to shine. And affirmation for Gemini. My voice is powerful, creative, and worthy of being heard. Cancer, this eclipse activates your second house, so a new financial chapter may begin. You may change how you earn, spend, save, or value yourself. This eclipse may also reveal where your self-worth needs to grow stronger. Cancer, your gifts are valuable, your talents deserve to be seen and rewarded. This is a time to align money with self-respect. And affirmation for you, Cancer. I value myself, my gifts, and the abundance I create through authenticity. Leo, this is your eclipse. It happens in your first house, which means this is one of the most important turning points of the year for you. This may feel like a personal rebirth. You may change your appearance, for example, your identity, your path, or the way you present yourself to the world. You may feel more visible, more emotional, more sensitive, and more aware of who you are becoming. Leo, this is your moment to choose your truth. And affirmation for you, my beautiful Leo. I honor my light, my truth, and my right to begin again. Virgo, this eclipse activates your 12th house. This may be a quiet but deeply spiritual time. You may need more rest, privacy, sleep, reflection, or time alone. This eclipse can bring closure to an old emotional cycle, hidden fears, or patterns you have carried for too long. Virgo, before the next chapter opens, your soul may ask you to release and reset. And affirmation for you, Virgo. I release what no longer belongs to me and make space for peace, healing, and renewal. Libra, this eclipse activates your 11th house. A new social, creative, or future-oriented chapter may begin. You may meet new people, join some new community, launch a project, or clarify your long-term goals. This eclipse can also change your relationships with friends, groups, and networks. Libra, your dreams are asking for a more authentic direction. And affirmation for you, my Libra. I align with supportive people, inspired dreams, and a future that reflects my true self. Scorpio, this eclipse activates your 10th house. This is a major career and public life activation. You may receive a new role, change direction, launch something publicly, or become more visible in your professional world. This eclipse may also change how others see you. Scorpio, your career path is being asked to reflect your deeper truth and power. And of course, affirmation for you, Scorpio. I build success that reflects my truth, my purpose, and my inner strengths. Sagittarius, this eclipse activates your 9th house. A new path may open through travel, study, teaching, publishing, spirituality, any legal matters, or international connections. You may also experience a shift in beliefs, perspective, or life philosophy. Sagittarius, your worldview may be expanding in a way that changes your future. And affirmation for you, my dear Sagittarius. My heart guides me toward wisdom, growth, and a bigger life. Capricorn, this eclipse activates your 8th house. This can bring a major transformation around shared money, intimacy, trust, vulnerability, loans, taxes, inheritance, or emotional healing. Something hidden may come to light. Capricorn, this is a time to release control where it no longer serves you and allow deeper healing to begin. And of course, affirmation for you, my dear Capricorn. I allow healing, trust, and transformation to strengthen my life. Aquarius, this eclipse activates your 7th house. This can bring a major relationship turning point. A relationship may begin, deepen, shift, or reach an important decision point. This may involve love, marriage, business partnerships, clients, or important agreements. Aquarius, the people in your life are reflecting something important about your heart and your future. And now, affirmation for you, my beautiful Aquarius. I welcome relationships that reflect honesty, growth, and emotional authenticity. Pisces, this eclipse activates your 6th house. A new chapter may begin in your work life, daily routine, health, or responsibilities. You may change your schedule, for example, work environment, your habits, or the way you care for your body and your energy. Pisces, this eclipse asks you to build a daily life that supports your spirit, not drains it. And affirmation for you, my dear Pisces. I create routines, work, and habits that support my healing, balance, and my peace. Now let's talk about a simple and beautiful ritual you can do for this new moon and solar eclipse in Leo. You can do this ritual on August 12th or within a few days of the eclipse, but please keep it gentle. You will need a candle, preferably gold, white, or orange as well, a notebook or a piece of paper, a pen, and a quiet place. And if you want, a small mirror or a symbol of the sun. First, create a calm and sacred space. You may clean your room, for example, open a window, light your candle, and sit quietly for a few minutes. Take a deep breath, several of them, and place one hand on your heart. And ask yourself, where am I ready to shine more honestly? What part of myself have been hiding? What joy have I forgotten? What do I need to release so my heart can open more fully? And what kind of life would feel alive, creative, and true? Then write down your 3 intentions. Because this is a solar eclipse, keep your intentions simple, honest, and heart-centered. For example, like I'm ready to express my truth. I welcome a new beginning that aligns with my heart. Or maybe I release fear and choose to shine. After writing your intentions, read them out loud but slowly. Then place your hand on your heart and say, I honor my light. I release any fear. I welcome the path that is meant for me. My heart is open, my truth is sacred. My life is ready to change, so it is. You can also spend a few minutes in silence and simply notice what feelings, maybe images or thoughts arise. With eclipses, sometimes the most important messages come through stillness. Let the candle burn safely for a little while, and after the ritual, keep your written intentions somewhere special. And remember, during eclipse season, you do not need to force life. You only need to stay aligned with truth. My beautiful souls, this new moon and solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th, 2026 is a powerful moment of reset, revelation, courage, your visibility, creativity, and heart-led transformation. So use this energy wisely. Reflect, observe, do not rush. Protect your peace and allow destiny to reveal what is ready to begin. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And write please in the comments what is your sign and which house is this eclipse activating for you. I always love reading your comments. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you love, light, courage, protection, creative inspiration, and beautiful Leo new moon blessings. May your heart be strong. May your light be visible. May your creativity just flow. May your truth lead the way. And may this eclipse open the path that is truly meant for you. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Mwah.